Oh, God.
Give me your money. Give me all your money. Have you watched any new Star Trek? Well, I mean, the season 2 of new Star Trek, which is proper new Star Trek.
No, I didn't finish the first season.
Oh.
Although I was into it, I can't wait week to week for episodes. And I started watching.
Why didn't they give us the season?
Just give you the whole season, really. Let me watch it. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
I started the new American Gods.
Right.
On Amazon, and I went to watch episode 2, and that was the only episode there, and I was like, so I've got to wait. No, this isn't working.
They just leave it until it's all shown and then watch it. Yeah.
Again, that's why I've not watched the Grand Tour, because they did that.
So, did they? The Grand Tour?
Yeah, it's like...
That's strange.
Why should I wait?
Yeah.
It's so rarely that I actually want to watch something that, you know...
But yeah, honestly, skip season 1, go straight to season 2. Season 2 is Star Trek. You know, remember that TV show? It's Star Trek. It's not some other thing called Star Trek with explosions.
Season 1 was about some
Punching.
weird creatures that... It's like fungus and stuff like that, wasn't it? Spores.
Yeah.
The spore drive.
Yeah, and there's a network of spores, and there's some sort of awful implication of like the Force, you know, the thing that connects all of us, something. Magic, not Star Trek. But setting it just before the Enterprise. Well, sorry, setting it just before Kirk. The stupidest idea ever, because already you're thinking, well, where's his spore drive gone then? Something's going to happen to that. Spoilers, by the way. The second most boring character in the history of fiction, Michael Burnham, hello, is Spock's sister. Only she's human, 100% human, because she was adopted. Never mentioned before. So what? I mean, I'm not one of these idiots who thinks the continuity, you know, that it should look like the old series with great big dunk, beep, you know, buttons and switches from the 60s. But why? Just said it after.
I actually think the film's got it right on that front. The reboots. So it doesn't look like the series from the 60s or the films.
But it has an explanation.
But it's sort of like everything's bigger and more clunky in that way, sort of thing. So like when Kirk goes into the chamber and gets flooded with radiation, sort of thing. That's like a massive thing.
Yeah, rather than just a little
the technology is not as good. But it looks awesome.
I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all lens flare, so you can't really see if it does look like the old series, whereas the new one, obviously, it's all holograms and all that, which is more now what we would think it will be like in the future, is the argument. But why set it before? I don't understand why they did that. There's no reason. There's no sense in doing that. I mean, there is something very cool about that in the second season. Spoilers, Captain Pike, which is very cool, actually. You know, and it's actually Captain Pike after the cage. You know, the aliens, the doo-dum aliens. But before Kirk has taken over the Enterprise. So I think that's cool.
I mean, they made such a big thing out of Captain Pike. I mean, he was like...
Well, he was the other one, so because he didn't want to do, the actor didn't want to do it. So then they've got this other captain. So you know, and it is Captain Pike. There is a character there, so it's quite interesting. He's nothing like Kirk, you know. So it's quite well written. Because a lot of the first season isn't very well written. It's very clunky and heavy-handed, and you know. But so honestly, if you've not watched any new Star Trek, definitely don't watch the pilot. You can actually watch the whole thing without the pilot. That would be better. And just don't watch the first season either. Just watch season 2, because it's like Star Trek. Imagine that. Spock has a beard.
Spock's beard. So did you watch Ricky Gervais?
Yes, brilliant. I mean, I think didn't he say it was the best thing he's ever done? I mean, that's a bit ridiculous, but it's really good. It's very, very good.
It's not better than The Office, because The Office was perfection at what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
That cringe comedy, you do not get any better than The Office.
Yeah, but it is a lot better than you'd expect, and it's much less just Ricky Gervais stuff.
Yeah,
or at least he's got a way of channeling it. I suppose is the point. I love the scene in the cafe where he takes the kid to the cafe.
Oh, and he wants the kids' portion.
Yeah, he wants beans and fish fingers, and it was weird. I was watching it thinking, I want beans and fish fingers. He says, well, I'll have beans and fish fingers twice for him. and they're watching him, all the kids has his 2 plates in front of him, and he just goes and stuffs the whole thing in his mouth.
What did you think? Because there was some harsh things in there, like the guy who took the drugs.
Who died?
He died? What did you think of that? Did you think that was like... I actually thought it was a little bit twee, you know? The way he gave him the money.
To go and kill himself?
Yeah, I didn't really feel like... I thought that was a bit forced on myself.
Yes. That's such a heavy thing, and you've got to have the character going in that direction, which he kind of hadn't. I see what you mean. Yeah.
And also, I didn't get the sense from the drug guy that he was actually that messed up. Although he was saying some messed up things. I thought, actually...
He seemed very sitcom character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wasn't actually homeless, was he? He lived in a garage.
Yeah, he lived in a garage.
Yeah, but on the whole, very, very good.
Yeah, very well written. Nice arc. He'd probably have to do a second season and a special, because he does that with everything.
I'm sure he said there's going to be a second season.
Yeah.
How do you follow that up?
He was saying, because it's just him writing it, or him and someone else, it takes a year to write 3 hours of TV, so it takes a while. Strange we're talking about TV.
It's like a TV review channel now.
Yeah.
And I don't watch TV. I hate watching TV. Can I put Baptiste on? Yeah, I'll get my tablet out. Start browsing.
It's passive, isn't it? That's the problem. And if you've grown up with interactive stuff and craving for interactive stuff, everything feels passive and pointless. That's what it is, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I do get a little bit worried that I used to actually look forward to TV programmes, and I can't remember looking forward to anything. I'm wondering if there's something happened to my brain. Maybe I'm, I don't know.
Well, you just found other pursuits. I mean, at the moment, I'll take TV over movies. Captain Marvel, I just can't be bothered.
No, I can't.
It's fine. I'm sure it's very good, and then you need that before you watch Endgame. I just can't be bothered.
What's quite good is on YouTube you get key scenes as a sort of trailer. So there's the Avengers, because I haven't seen the last Avengers where they fight the big purple dude.
Yeah.
But I've seen the battle.
Oh, well, that's the whole film. Nothing else happens.
So I don't need to watch that.
Have you seen Thor 3?
No.
That's great. It's like Flash Gordon.
Is it?
Really, really bright colours and really camp. It's great. That's what you need.
Actually, there's probably a whole stack of films I could watch now. Just stack them up and just lose my life for a couple of months, which would be nice.
You could do. The whole Marvel thing, it's obviously...
It's a bit tiresome now, isn't it?
It really, yeah. And that's the thing, it's all good, but the thing, I've got to watch this one before I watch this one, is just, oh my God. And they've got a formula and it works, that's the problem. So they kept doing it.
Well, I watched the final battle from Justice League last night.
What is it? Superman says some ridiculous lines like, "Is he bothering you?" Punch.
Yeah, I mean,
punches him and he flies away.
I mean, I can't imagine
it's ridiculous.
The story in that film, because like Superman's he's like a god.
Yeah.
You know, you just batter everyone. There's no,
you can't stop him.
I mean, he's as quick as the Flash, quicker than the Flash.
Yeah.
As hard as anyone else.
Yeah.
Sort of like, well, that's a bit shit, isn't it?
Exactly. That's the problem with Superman, which is what you can explore, but they don't, because it's a terrible, silly movie. I mean, well, they tried to be sophisticated, and it was laughable and pretentious and meaningless. So they tried to be dumb and cartoon. It was hilarious.
Yeah, there was this music always going on, and it made it really, really quite twee. I actually watched Batman vs Superman on the plane, I think.
You said you liked it, didn't you?
And I liked it.
I mean, if you watch one scene, you think, "Oh wow, this is good. I want to see this," but scenes don't fit together. It's just random. A thing happens, and there's a bit when they try and frame Superman by putting a bomb in at this court case thing. But then afterwards, it's like, oh yeah, it was Lex Luthor. It wasn't Superman. So there was like this whole trail of plot that just didn't happen. It was just.
I don't get why they can't make it work. I mean, if
I know,
Marvel
found it so easy.
It's sort of like the most minor Marvel characters turning into massive franchises, like.
Yeah, and Iron Man wasn't a big. I used to like Iron Man as a kid. And it was kind of because I like Iron Man. It was like it wasn't quite as big as the others. Now he's like the main character in Avengers.
Yeah, it's very, very, very strange. You think they'd be able to do something with Superman, and well, Wonder Woman. I haven't watched Aquaman.
I haven't either. And again, I just well, there's an awful lot of parallels with Phantom Menace. Some of the pictures I've seen. You come through the middle of the planet. Wonder Woman's brilliant. I don't think she's a very good actress, but it's like a fish out of water thing, so it works really well. So Wonder Woman's really good. You have to have the epic ending of explosions and stuff.
That's Wonder Woman the film?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen that either.
That one's worth seeing. I mean, there was a trilogy of Batman movies, wasn't it? Which was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it is overrated, I think. Certainly the second one is massively overrated, but they are brilliant. You can't complain, really, can you? Just because people think it's the greatest movie ever made doesn't mean it isn't really, really good.
It's not the greatest movie ever made, but it is a good movie. Yeah. I do enjoy that. And
it gets the essence of well, I don't read Batman comics, but it seems to me they got it right, even though I think they miscast Batman. I don't like that guy as Batman. Yeah. And I'll always, Jack Nicholson is still the Joker, as far as I'm concerned. It was very, very good. The third one, less so. First one was all right.
It begins. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Batman is, if there is a problem, it's the character of Batman's actually pretty crap.
Well, yeah.
No one's interested in Batman. The baddies are the interesting bit.
Yes, yeah, and it should be really silly and really. Yeah. A good mixture of darkness and silliness. And it doesn't have to be just dark.
And you get Christian Bale.
Dark. It has to be, actually the Tim Burton one, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. That gets it exactly right, the first one. I think it is really dark and really, really silly. When he's flying the Batwing at him and he gets the gun out and it just keeps going. That's fantastic. That's what you want. I'll tell you, actually, the 60s Batman TV show, the series, is brilliant. I've probably already said this. It is absolutely brilliant. It is much more self-aware than you'd think. You think you'd be laughing at it now, but actually it was really laughing at itself.
Really?
Really, really Austin Powers.
I haven't watched it since I burnt the kitchen down, basically. About that age.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's on Prime. It's on Prime or Netflix. It's on one of them, I think.
Oh, is it?
I think so. And the music is amazing as well. Don't forget.
Batman.
Imagine somebody's job was to go in and sing that. Well, you want to go Batman. No.